Hey chat, how are we? Are we doing good? I hope you're having a beautiful morning, afternoon, night, whatever time zone you're in. I have a lot of work to get done. I have like 4 commissions in my backlog, which I'm grateful for. I wasn't expecting the sale to pop off the way it did, but it did. And I'm very happy with that. I also got a decent amount of sales on my Etsy store, because my Etsy store also had 25% off for the weekend. So that's really good. Did you acquire sustenance stream? Yes, I did. The 7 minutes that you guys were waiting, in the starting soon screen, I was literally shoveling spaghetti in my mouth. So, sustenance acquired. Thank you, dear subscriber. I really, really wanted to sit down and take some time today to work on a new outfit, because now that we're gonna be streaming Cult of the Lamb on Sundays, I kind of want to have like a new outfit just for that. But I don't have time. I don't have any time. It's commission time. So, we're going to hopefully get this commission as close to finished as we can. I have some feedback from the commissioner, from Choco. If you guys see, the tail here is two-toned. It's got like light grey with some dark grey stripes. She wants the grey bits on the top of the head to also be two-toned. But I'm not sure how she wants them two-toned, or they want them two-toned, sorry. So my original idea was to just kind of come on in here, and make them two-toned like this. Oops. Why did that do happen? Oh, I see. Originally, I was gonna make them two-toned like this. I think that's pretty cute, but I also don't know if that's what she wants. So the alternative... It's Shark Week. Oh, I'm so sorry, Skinner. My partner and I, Sorry, I was not expecting the Knuckles voice line in the back. My partner and I have started calling it Strawberry Week, because that's what it's called in Germany. And it just sounds so much nicer than, like, the alternatives. Like Shark Week or On the Rag. It sounds terrible. I like Strawberry Week. Alright, so my idea is either two-tone like this, which takes more effort and in my opinion doesn't look as good, or two-tone like this, which takes less effort and does look good. So I think I'm gonna leave both of those two there so that I can send her like screenshots of like what kind of two-tone we're thinking. But for now, I want to get back into the stripes. How was I doing the stripes? I had a... Oh, here. It's right here. Stripe. Okay, cool. So what this is... I gotta get the same brush size. Actually, I think this is just a line art. So let's try... I think I had like a 15, possibly? No, 15 is not anywhere near it. Maybe 50? 50? Oh my god, I thought you were talking about the Discovery Channel. I am an idiot. It's okay, Jake. You're part of the male species. Aww. Oh, you poor thing. I just give it... Yeah. It's very common for women to give it nicknames. Also, Rogue, playing a new run of Cult of the Lamb. Is that by any chance because of us playing it together yesterday? I didn't put 5, I put 50. Ridiculous, I tell you. Let's see. Is this closer? Ooh, that's a little too big. What about 45? I really should have written down what brush size I was using. I think 45 is it. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so now I can turn this on. Oh, that doesn't actually help. That's okay. It looks like a big tip here, and then a stripe there, a stripe there. How many stripes are there total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 2, Actually, we'll get rid of that one. 2. Wait. God damn it. 2. 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Maybe. I won't know that it's fucked up until it's in motion, is the thing. That does kind of look fucked up, though. 1, 2... Because it's curling, that's also the thing. 4, 5, and then 6. We'll try that. Oh, also, I just realized this is on the wrong layer. That's probably why the stripes were not as helpful. There you go, let's try that. Gonna be probably a really chill night tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because the most of the work that I'm doing today, or at least for this first little bit of the stream, is just gonna be me working on the tail. And there's not a lot to comment on, I'm just drawing a bunch of stripes. Got through Malakav and Loretta. Oh, are you still playing Elden Ring, Jake? Like, honestly, by the time I get to Elden Ring, you'll probably be good enough to help me out. I think I'm only gonna do 2, 3... I think I'm only gonna do 5 stripes here. We'll say the 4 stripes, like, back there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like that. I wanted to punch the pain away. I'm sorry, Skidder. Hated the draconic tree. I have no idea what to expect when I hop into Elden Ring. It's gonna be soon. It's gonna be soon. Even, like, it's gotten to a point where even my partner has asked me when it's gonna happen. So that's how you know that it's overdue. 3, 4, 5, and then 6. There we go. I'm playing the game out of spite. Yeah, that checks out. Okay, the stripes look fine. Okay. Where do I need to start playing with them again? Oh, here. Don't worry, Elden Ring is easier than Dark Souls. I've heard that much. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. My partner and I are currently deciding whether or not it's gonna be a Saturday stream. Like, it'll be a game we play, not after Kingdom Hearts, but after our next 100% one-shot. Or if I'm gonna try and play it by myself, and then for the last, like, hour and a half to hour of my streams when he gets home from work, he can jump in and help me with anything. I don't know how we're gonna do it. I think it'll probably be easier if I do it on one of the nights that he's not home until, like, the end of the stream, because there's a bunch of people in my chat who play Elden Ring, so if I get stuck, I don't really need to rely on the boyfriend. I can just summon my chat. But we'll see what happens. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's not cross- Wait, what do you mean Elden Ring's not cross-platform? Is it not? Wait. Say psych right now. Is Elden Ring... Wow! It's not! Oh shit, yeah, that means I kinda have to play, well, that means I kind of have to play on a night that Skinner is available, because I think they're the only person who has, the PlayStation 5 version. Oh my god, Lumbee! Hello! How are you? Welcome in! We're doing the commission that's right before yours on the backlog. I have a little bit of a backlog going on. So I need to finish this one, and then I'm hoping that I can finish this within, like, the next hour and a half. Because then I can start sketching up your emotes. Also, I didn't know that Chai had a sleeping emote. That is adorable. Good morning. That's ridiculous. Skinner, do you know if Elden Ring Night Rain is gonna have cross-platform compatibility? Because since it's built to be multiplayer, I would assume that Night Rain would be cross-platform. No idea. Oh, it hasn't been announced yet. I figured since the game is supposed to be coming out soon, it's supposed to be coming out, what, in like a couple weeks, right? It's supposed to come out early June, isn't it? Or is it closer to the boyfriend's birthday? I don't remember. It's sometime next month. That's assuming you haven't, you aren't invaded in ER by some random people. Yeah, I have to fix that. 30th of May. Oh, so the day before my mum's birthday. Just stopping by to say hi. I'm fighting sleep. Why are you fighting sleep? Why don't you just commit big sleep? Or do you have somewhere to be later? Is that it? Oh, that's not right. Boop, boop. This one is this one? Oops. I love being able to cheat like this. And this one is this one. And this one is this one. Nice. Because it's 3 AM. Just go commit big sleep. From what I hear, the DLC is gonna kick my ass. Yeah, I feel like the DLC is gonna kick everybody's ass. Apparently, there is single-player options, but the single-player is not, accommodated. Like, the enemy difficulty isn't scaled down for single-player. Again, don't know how true that is. But it has me a bit nervous. Okay, so I can use this, and then I just gotta, like, down a bit, and then wide a bit. On both sides, and that should be it. Yeah. I would help you if I could. Yeah, good night. Good night, Lumpy. Have a good sleep. Thanks for stopping by, even just for a little bit. We love you. Okay. And then I should be able to just... Yeah. I really hope the, what's it called? Fuck, I really hope that Night Rain is, cross-platform. Because, if it's not, my partner and I won't be able to play it together. Not that I'm super keen on it, I would mostly only play it because he wants to play it, you know? But, like, that's, I kind of hope it's cross-platform. Okay, so here, I think I should be able to, like, copy-paste the curl here. I don't know how much of it. I'll just grab these. See if I can align it myself. Ooh, that's different. Well, this one's a little bit, different. That's better. Alright, let's see. Oh, what is that? What is that? I see that. It must be on the cat layer. Hang on. It's a firm soft game. The only easy option is death. Oh no. It will be locked to system family. That's so dumb. That's so bizarre. Why is that a thing that they've decided to do? Hang on, I gotta clean this up. God, that means my partner and I won't be- That means I won't have anyone to play with, actually, if I get it. Because I don't know if my computer is, new enough to be able to handle Night Rain, so if I get it, I'm gonna be getting it on the PlayStation 5. But that means my partner will only have like one person to play with, and I won't have anybody to play with. Which again, I don't think is a big deal for me. I would only play it because my partner wouldn't, like, you know, kind of need a companion at some points. But that's ridiculous. I'll still help if you want. We'll see. We'll see. My main motivation for getting Night Rain was, like, so that my partner had someone to play with, because there's only one other person that he would be able to play with that we're, like, in regular communication with. And it's a bit difficult to reach that person sometimes. So I figured, like, oh, I'll get Night Rain, because then when I get Night Rain, it won't matter. But it will matter, I suppose. I'll still get it for him. If it's got single player, like, compatibility, then he'll just play it by himself. It's not a big deal for him. I'm surprised that Night Rain is, like, it's only like 80 Australian? Is it actually? Oh shit, that's huge. Wait. Wait. Where? Hang on. Is it listed on... Is it, like, actually listed anywhere yet? Bandai, Wiki... Damn, I thought maybe EB would have an early thing. What the fuck? Big W is... Okay, wait, hang on. So, I've stopped buying my games from EB Games recently. Because they upcharge their games so unnecessarily. Like, today, I went to go get Monster Hunter Wilds for my birthday. At EB Games, it was $119.95. I ended up walking to Big W and getting it for, I think it was $89 instead, which was like a $21, like, you know, save. At EB Games, which is our main like game store here in Australia, at EB Games, Night Rain is selling for $89.95. And at Big W, it's selling for $59. That is $30 cheaper. That is a whole $30 cheaper. So moral of the story, for any Australians in the chat, unfortunately, we're gonna have to make EB Games either force themselves out of business or force themselves to lower their prices, because literally, going to Harvey Norman, Target or Big W, you can get anywhere from like $10 to $40 off. I've gotten $40 off a game by going to Harvey Norman instead of EB Games once. It was fucking ridiculous. You're getting special edition? Oh yeah, I think you might only be able to get special edition from places like EB. But I don't know. I have no idea. I've only just started boycotting EB and getting my games from other places. I don't know why their prices are so much higher. I really don't get it. Put that there. Look, yeah, I'm not getting, like, cause that's really good timing though, cause my partner's birthday is like almost a month after Night Rain comes out. It's like 3 weeks after Night Rain. I don't want to say it because he doesn't like for people to know when his birthday is, but it's like around 3 to 4 weeks after Night Rain's release. So now I actually have a decent amount of time and a decent price to go and get that for him. He'll probably want it on Steam and not on our PlayStation, so I'll probably have to fork out more money. Actually, how much is it on Steam? Hang on. When he gets home, I might ask him if he has a preference, because we live together, but I don't know if he wants to buy games for himself on the console, because the PlayStation 5 is specifically my console. We share it. Oh, actually, I think it's cheaper on Steam than it is on Big W. Wait. Yeah, it's $59 at Big W, and the digital version on Steam is only $54.95. So if I'm really, really good, with my my management of my disability pension this month, I might be able to get both of us a copy. Not that it'll matter because we can't play together, but you know, that's good, that's good, that's good. I'll still give him the ultimatum. Not the ultimatum, I'll give him the choice. Because I know with Steam, you don't actually own the game, you're just buying the license to play the game, which is trash, and I hate it. So I'll ask him. There we go. Got my Chica and Golden Freddy pop in the mail. Oh, you collect pop vinyls? I didn't know that. I used to have Rick and Morty pop vinyls. I think I got rid of them. I don't remember where they are. But now I have, Marty McFly and Dr. Brown. I think his name was Dr. Brown. Like the Back to the Future pop vinyls. Because, my sister bought it for me for Christmas one year as like part of a board game thing. And she remembered that I love Back to the Future, but poor thing didn't know that I really don't like pop vinyls. It's not like a super strong hatred, I just don't particularly enjoy the look of pop vinyls. But I kept them because my sister gave them to me, and they're pretty cute. Actually, I could probably just, hang on. Yeah, because this is just a bop, so... There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Nice, 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 nice. So we'll probably be able to start, Lombi's commission today. Because really, all I need to do for this comm is finish up the tail. Ooh, I just noticed that. Finish up the tail. Give the buyer some options for like the two-tone in the stripes, and then I have to draw in a human hand because they don't want the GIF like photorealistic human hand. They just want a drawing of it. Might take a while, but that's okay. It should be fine. Okay, Silv, if you do get Elden Ring, I can put it on my PlayStation 5 because I have it in my library. Oh, dude, that's sick. I actually do have a copy of Elden Ring already, thanks to the lovely Skinner. When she went to get the Shadow of the Urk Tree, I think is how you pronounce it, DLC, she accidentally bought the entire game again, so she sent me her base copy. So I don't have the DLC, but I do have, like, the base copy of Elden Ring. I'm just waiting until, I get some, like, my mother's gonna send me some money, and then I got given $100 cash, and I left it at my mom's house, so I have to go pick that up. But once I get either, like, the transfer from my family as their birthday present, or that $100 cash back, I'm gonna get PlayStation Plus, thanks to the money that Skinner also gave me. So really, chat, you guys should be thanking Skinner for giving me the ability to play Elden Ring with you guys. What did we call you yesterday? Archbishop Skinner. Which reminds me, I know I said it as a joke yesterday, but I think it would actually be pretty funny. If we, because I've been meaning to redo the Discord server for a while, because I always get asked why it's called the Zombie Den. Which is a fair thing to ask. It's a fair thing to ask why it's called the Zombie Den, because not a lot of people know that I'm, like, obsessed with zombie culture, so I have been thinking about reconfiguring it. But if we do reconfigure it, do you guys actually want, like, a cult-themed Discord server? I feel like that's going a bit too far, but it's also really funny. You know what I mean? I remember joining the Discord and I had to do a double take. Yeah, exactly, because not, like, it's... I love zombie culture, but it's not something that I put, like, all over my branding, if that makes sense. The only thing I have that's zombie-themed is my graphic novel. But you guys call me a cult all the time, so... It has, funnily enough, being called a cult has more connections to my Twitch channel than my actual, like, work, my written work, which is really funny to me. So, we'll see, we'll see. Oh. Is he okay? My cat just meowed, like, really, whoa. Hang on. I think he's having poop euphoria on the balcony. 1 second. You wanna come in? Yeah, sorry, chat. My cat just had a shit euphoria and he was meowing and running around on the balcony like a weirdo. But he's fine now. He's chill. He's eagerly waiting for his playtime, which isn't gonna be for another, like, 3 hours and 15 minutes, but, he doesn't know that. Oh, great. Now he's having a poop euphoria in the hallway. You know what? As long as he's happy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, wait. Fucking, he's tearing up my carpet. I swear to God. So Night Rain's not gonna be cross-platform, which fucking sucks. But Monster Hunter Wilds is. Is that correct? Because I'm pretty sure the Monster Hunter games are cross-platform, but at the same time, I've only ever played Monster Hunter, what's it called? Monster Hunter World on, like, PC, and only ever played with other PC players, so I don't know. It is? Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I would have been actually upset if, Monster Hunter wasn't cross-platform, because that's one that my partner and I have been keen to play together for a while. He still can't play it yet. We're still waiting for his PC parts, but hopefully soon. Get this. I also played the demo of Monster Hunter on my PlayStation, so I don't know when we finally start streaming it. I don't know if it's going to start us at the very beginning, or if it's gonna skip the first, like, I think 20 to 30 minutes of the game, because the first 20 to 30 minutes of the game was the demo. So I don't know if we're gonna be starting from ground zero or not, but we'll find out. Sadly, my system is too shit to run it well. Monster Hunter. It's Capcom, from my understanding, has never been good at optimizing their, like, files for PC play. So I would not be surprised, because they, fans did this for Monster Hunter World as well. I would not be surprised if there's already, like, a fan-made patch out there that will, basically, like, clean up all of the loose files and shit that Capcom left in Monster Hunter Wilds to make it run smoother. Because my friend, Churgo, he has a not pretty old build, but I think his build is older than mine. And he's able to play and stream Monster Hunter Wilds on his PC. And he had to do a bunch of, like, file configuration and stuff to get that to work. And you guys have all seen what trying to stream Monster Hunter Wilds on my PC looks like. So, it can be done. Supposedly it'll be better when they remove Denver after a few months, but that's still rough on my system. Yeah. Yeah. I find it so weird that they're, like, not that great at optimizing PC play. I heard when the demo came out that the intended way to play was, sorry, was, PlayStation 5, which is why I'm getting it on PlayStation 5. My partner tried to play it on his current, gaming computer, and it looked like a PlayStation 2 game, chat. Like, the textures and everything, it looked like a botched, not botched, but it looked like a PlayStation 2, like, end of PlayStation 2, start of PlayStation 3 era game, which, It ran, it just didn't run nearly as good as he wanted it to. So realistically, he can play it, but he really does not want to until he can get a PC that gets it looking really nice. And I don't blame him for that. If I had to hold off, then I probably would too. Okay. We're almost done with the tail already. We've got this animation, and this animation. And then I need to draw in the hand. I need to keep reminding myself to draw in the hand because I keep forgetting that they want the hand drawn in and not like a superimposed GIF. I don't even know where I put that GIF, but I'm gonna trace over it, because it's easier that way. If I can find it, that is. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This cat's looking pretty cute. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I think here and here, yeah, I can just kind of, fuck around with it. I don't have to redraw every single frame. 2, 3, 4, 6. Hang on, chat, I need to cough. Alright, back. I've gotten into a really bad habit of, like, not drinking water the whole day and just living on, like, soft drinks and stuff, which is really bad. Like, soft drinks and juice in particular, which is really bad because I used to be, like, really, really, really good at, like, only having water and being content with only having water. And ever since my partner and I moved in together, it's been increasingly difficult to just drink regular water. And it's his fault and nobody else's. I'm not taking responsibility for my own actions. But, I've been trying to reel back and trying to go back to just drinking water. And when the soft drink isn't in the house, it's easy. You know, I don't sit here going, oh god, I really need a soft drink, I really need caffeine, I really need this, I really need that. When it's not in the house, it's fine. I don't care. It's when it is in the house that I have absolutely no self-control. And the problem is, my partner really, really prefers to have soft drinks over water in the house. So it's always in the fucking house. I will eventually get used to it being in the house and like being like, oh, everything's good and fine and hunky-dory, but at the moment, it's rough, man. Speaking of, I have a glass of lime Coke no sugar in front of me right now. It's my favorite one at the moment. 2, 3, 6, there we go. It has also been brought to my attention that you are not aligned. What I'm going to do is here, on proper line, we're going to get rid of that. And then here, up here, and then I think this was the problem. There you go. Easy. So I'm gonna do the tail on this one first, because this one is the base one, and then this one here is like the squashed version. I love Skrunkly. I miss Skrunkly. I remember you used to love the Skrunkly. If I could, then I would turn Rocher into one of these interactive stream pet things. The problem is I don't know how to activate that and then also have the text to speech, because it's two separate, I don't know if entities is the right word, but like the stream pet is a stream elements extension, and the text to speech bot is Mix It Up. And I don't know how to incorporate one into the other, if that makes sense. I've thought about it. It's just a bit difficult because I didn't make the Stream Elements extension. I'm just making asset packs for that extension. Oh, come on. Oh, why is it doing that? Alright, whatever. So we're gonna do what we did before, I suppose. Okay. I think this one is the same as... Why are they this? No, stop that. Okay, good. I need to delete this frame. There we go. I don't know why I was doing that, but it's fixed now. So now I can just copy this tail. There you go. And then that last frame should match this one. Yeah. Alright, and the last one is this one here. I'll grab this base, because I believe I need that for this. Yep. Need that for that. And then I will also use it here. Oh, shit. Okay, one sec. There we go. Make it a bit skinnier and then tilt it like this. Perfect. 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 Oh my goodness. Alright. Then here, we actually don't need to draw the stripes too much because the tail is mostly hidden, which is nice. So we'll make that a bit smaller. I've noticed I've been making it slowly bigger and bigger as time goes on. So that, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, hang on. 4, and then 5, 6. Nah, I don't like that. 5 and 6. That's better. I'll draw this one. Catmation. Hello, K9. How are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think you'll only see the stripes in this frame. Alright, now we can go down and to the side. Fuck! Ooh! I always forget. I always forget that that's the sound. I always forget. Did you guys hear that? Oh my god. Okay. Thank you, Fluttershy. I appreciate that, but holy shit, that was loud. Okay. Oh god! Stop! Can you guys hear it? I hope you guys can hear it because that's fucking annoying. Oh my god. My heart stopped. That's not fair. No, but I'm happy it spooks you. Are you serious? You guys can't hear it? Hang on. Hang on. Alerts, refresh. It got rid of you guys, but that's okay. Why does it always do this? I have it set up so that, like, you guys can hear me freak out, and it doesn't work. Let me know if you can hear this one. It's gonna come through as a test. Did you guys hear that one? Okay, you guys heard that one. Alright, I'll play one more because, Skinner also redeemed. That's really annoying. I fucking hate that. Alright, but it's Jesus! Oh. Yes, Skinner, it works. It works. I think we established that. It's good. We fixed it. Oh. I don't think my heart can take that. I was so relaxed and so chill. I was vibing the fuck out, and now I feel like I'm gonna have a stroke. Stop! Stop it! I can only handle so much, chat. Oh my god, okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Ooh. Okay. We're gonna be chill now, everybody. Everyone's gonna relax. Ow. Thanks, Jake. 3, 4. I need to get back into it now. 4, 5. Then you might see the tip there. Anytime. Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh my god. Oh, holy sh... Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're fine now. We're fine. We're fine. I think I will really, really quick. I'm just gonna have a sip real quick. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay. Back to normal. Skinner, just remember, I've got you in jail right now. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. You're currently in jail. Which means no seance for you. Aw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you'll see like the tip right there. Nice. Oh, I was trying my best to cure you, but you know what? Maybe you don't deserve it. Just maybe. Stop! Oh my god! You know what? I'm gonna go put my Coke Lime in the fridge. I'm gonna go put it in the fridge. I'm gonna stick with water for now, for completely unrelated reasons. Completely unrelated. I just need to get away from this for like 5 minutes. The worst part is it didn't play that time. Why didn't it play that time? Oh shit, no, wait. Are you serious? It stopped playing? Oh my god, stream elements, what is your damage? Hang on. Where's the thing again? Here. Alright, can you guys hear this one? Okay. My OBS says that you heard that one. I've got a cure and it's more oh my god, Brent! Hello! How are you? My chat's trying to give me a heart attack by spamming, like, throwing bits at me and spamming the metal pipe sound effect. Spooking makes it sound like, oh, haha, very cute, very funny. No, you guys are trying to put me in the hospital, I swear. How much Coke did you spill? Luckily, none. Luckily, 0. That's why I went to put it away. I was like, I would rather spill water everywhere than spill my precious lime-flavored Coke everywhere. It's the sound of me tripping over something on my way over when I heard you were being sus. Just pipes. It's true. It's true. The second Brent catches wind that I'm being sus, that all you hear is like the massive like metal pipes banging around because he heard the word sus and he wants to be a part of it. Insert spooky month dance. That's cute. Alright, that's all the tail. Let me just really quickly do a playback. My focus, I know the stripes on the top are going to change a little bit, but I'm just gonna check the tail. It's like shaking a food bag for the cats. Oh yeah, it is. It's that, or like the mention of feet. Oh, I see that. I see that. Hang on. Well, thank goodness I checked. Alright, so we're gonna grab this one. There we go. Alright, so this should be relatively simple. We just kind of... There we go. This is why you always check. Always check your finished work, chat. Oh, I don't think I need to, oh, I will anyway, but... I don't think this needs to be done, but I'll do it. There we go. Oh my god! Do I need to turn that off? Do I need to pick like a different sound effect? Oh my god. I am actually gonna die tonight. I am actually gonna die tonight. My partner's gonna come home and I'm gonna be collapsed on the floor. I just gotta make sure before the heart attack takes me, I just gotta make sure I write Skinner's fault all over my screen. The kitty is cute as a companion for... Yes, this is one of my interactive stream pets. Thank you, Fluttershy, I appreciate that, thank you. I don't appreciate that you started this trend of trying to scare the fuck out of me, but I appreciate you as a whole. But yeah, no, this is one of my interactive stream pets. I had a streamer ask me to make it look like their cat. And so that's what we're doing. Ooh, it's broken on the top too, I see that. That's alright, I can fix that in a second. What I'm currently trying to do is fix these. Grab these. Okay. Okay. I didn't try to scare you, I'm just trying to get extra points. It's all good, it's all good. It's difficult for new people to know what my bit redeem sound is. And again, it only goes off like half the time for some reason. Alright, tail looks fine. Tail looks hunky-dory. Where's the pets? Bop, dance, treat. Oh no, I think it's back here. Oh, pet. Yeah. It says pet part 1, but there is only one pet. So first things first, I noticed in here... where's my eyedropper? I noticed these are not filled in. I need to fill these in. And this is the one, normally people will see the hand gif that I have, like when you, like for example, when you pet my PNG tuber, that's the gif that I use for these pet animations. But the commissioner said that that specific, like, thing made them uncomfortable. They couldn't explain why, which is fine. But they said that it made them feel uncomfortable, so what I'm gonna try and do... Oh my god, so cute. Hi, Kit Kat, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I'm currently trying to look for a GIF to import in so that I can trace over it. Where is it? I actually don't remember where I keep this shit. I think it's in here? In my Twitch folder? Overlay assets. Oh, points. It'll be in here. Yeah, yeah. I want to import this. So file, import, I believe it's images. Is it Twitch? I was just in there. Points. Here we go. This one. Okay. It just imported a single image. That is not what I need. Okay, hang on. What if I try to import it as a movie? Did that work? It did! It's in the wrong spot, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna prop it... I'm gonna keep it in the back for the time being. We're gonna move this... It looks like we're petting the butt. Pet the kitty's butt. Very cute. Some cats really like butt pets. Love the emotes. I need to make new emotes. Okay, this is bop. Dance. Treat. Did we go past it? Oh, we did. It's here. Boop, 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 boop. Here? Yeah, here. There we go. There. So now, in theory, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scale this. No, not that. This. Oh, that's what that notification was. That was you. Okay, cool. And pop it. I want to make it small enough. Pop it like here. I need to be able to see it in relation to the cat. Which is not good. Fuck. Let's try that. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm literally just gonna grab a new layer. This is gonna be called hand. Add and close. Where did it go? Oh, here. Pop this on top. Now it looks like there's only 3 frames. Sorry, 4 frames. But that's perfect. I can grab this. I'll get my brush ready. And then I'll have a look at what's in the chat. Not 10. Was it 20? Oh my god! Thank you so much for the follow. What is that? Todd the Floofy Fox? That is so cute. Welcome to the stream. You're now officially indoctrinated into our cult. We will send you a robe by next week. Skinner, make sure they get sent a robe, please. Some of you like to smack the booty hard and some don't. Yeah, my cat likes some gentle butt plaps, but he doesn't like them too much. What have you sent me, Skinner? Skinner, I'm gonna pop this on the screen. I'm gonna pop this on stream and we're gonna watch this together. So whatever you sent me, I hope it's embarrassing for you. Too floofy to wear clothes. Damn. I know what that's like. I used to be super floofy. Welcome in. You are one of us. Yes, one of us. Alright. Whatever this is, Skinner, this better be fucking embarrassing. I will anyway, but... Hang on, I can't hear it. Let me turn off the music for a second. There. And let me make sure, let me make sure that other people can hear it. Add executable, excellent. Oh no. You nom clothes. And nom. 07. Hi Jake, how are you? Alright, let's see what this is about. I will anyway, but I don't think this needs to be done, but I'll do it. Go. Skinner, what the fuck, bro? Not the thumbs up at the end. Not the fucking thumbs up at the end. Shut up, Skinner. Sorry, that actually really got me. Stop it. Stop it. I hate how much that has me laughing. I hate how much that has me laughing. Oh god. Skinner, you're grounded. Alright, I have to catch up with chat. 1 second. Fun fact, the drink that was actually used in Jonestown was actually flavored, which was a complete off-brand Kool-Aid. So they didn't actually have Kool-Aid, they had a cheap knockoff. Oh, that is so funny. That is so funny. So they didn't even drink the Kool-Aid. That's hilarious. Couldn't get the clip, so I made my own. That is a-okay. I hope you know that I'm probably going to clip us watching that video. Alright, so I don't know how this is gonna work out, because the person said that they just wanted a hand-drawn hand instead of the GIF. But I don't know how it's gonna look. We'll just cut the hand off, like, here. Actually, I can turn the cat off, so I can have a better time seeing. Cut the hand off, like, here. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so that's frame 1. Oh, it's also frame 2. Lucky me. I thought it was animated on 1s. It's not. It's animated on 2s. They just imported every single frame. My hair's long enough that I can use it as a close range whip. I used to have really, really long hair when I was younger. I always wanted to cut it short, but whenever I did, I wouldn't ever get it cut short enough. And for some reason, that made me think that I hated having short hair. And then in 2018, I went through quite possibly the worst platonic breakup of my life. Like, it fucked me up for years. And I did the stereotypical feminine thing and I cut off all my hair. And I actually haven't had long hair since. Since that day, my hair has never grown past my shoulders. And it's been, like, 7 years, I think. Has it? That happened in 2018. It was April 25th, 2018. And I remember that not because, oh my god, it was so traumatic. I remember that because it's fucking Anzac Day in Australia. So it was like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, 7 years ago. I haven't had long hair for 7 years. The hair that's coziest is the best. I 100% agree. 100% agree. The thing is, my hair looks really great when it's around shoulder length, but when it's around shoulder length, that's when I feel it starts to get too long. So now I have the dilemma of like, oh, my hair looks fantastic, but I feel like it's too much maintenance at the moment. Cut mine too, to pay respect to my mum. Oh, that's nice. Native tradition to cut your hair when family dies. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I know there are some traditions where like you don't cut your hair ever, and like the length of your hair is considered like a status symbol. I didn't know that there was stuff about cutting hair. Obviously different culture, but that's so cool to know. I'll let you go. Rogue does the same thing. I have to actually make sure I'm cutting these off at the same point, which I'm not. Oopsie. Oopsie. That's alright, it's an easy fix. There we go. That's a little bit better at least. Instead of trying to erase it, I'm gonna bring it in like that. Yeah. Sorry for the loss. Glad you're honoring her with a tradition. I bet she is too. Aw, that's sweet. Cutting it all off gives you a temporary connection to the spiritual side. Oh, that's so cool. That is so interesting. I love all of the, what's it called? Let me restart that sentence. I really, really enjoy learning, like, cool things like that about other cultures. Because that's not something that I'm inclined to do, like, based on my cultures and my faith. But it's so interesting. And then it restarts. I think that's a restart. Yeah, that's a restart. Alright, moment of truth, I suppose. What does this look like? Okay, I think that works, actually. I think they said they wanted it to be flesh-toned, but I don't remember. So I'm going to color it as though it's flesh-toned. I'm also going to move it down a little bit. Like that. So I'm going to color it to be flesh-toned. But I also don't know what flesh tone they wanted. Let's do like this one, and then if they want it lighter, then I can make it lighter, and if they want it darker, I can make it darker. Or if they want like, what's it called? Or if they want to make it like gray, like, you know, anonymous hand. I do that sometimes for people. Okay. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do is we're gonna make it smaller. I'm gonna pump it up like here. I think that's better. Alright, there. So I think that's all I can do for this commission right now. Something dancing and fires to remember the ancestors. Yeah, yeah. And yeah, very easy to fix. The thing with Toon Boom coloring is, see this, like, how it's colored in skin tone at the moment? I have a swatch here on the, like, kind of lower right-hand side of the thing. And you can't see me open the window, but if I open the little color picker window, I can change what color it is, like, in real time. So it's super easy to fix this kind of stuff. I'm just trying to find the tone that I just used. I think that's it. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 2 pictures. Actually, what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna fix this. Here? No, it must be... Is it here? What? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Move this a little bit of a curl. Just make it look a little more centered. Alright, so I'm gonna take 2 pictures. I'm gonna take a picture of this with the 2 tones in, like that. And a picture of this with the 2 tones like that. I don't like this one. I like this one. But it's not really up to what I like. It's up to what Choco likes. So I'm gonna really quickly just also make this a bit... No, not the whole thing. Just these. Sorry, just these. Just make it a bit thinner as well. There. Alright. I'm gonna take a picture of this. You ask me who my favorite artist is and I don't say Kanye, it's not me. My favorite at the moment, actually my favorite for a long time now, has been John Bellion. I listen to his stuff so much that I can now tell when he's written music for another artist because I'm able to, like, pick up on little, like, isms that he does. And quickly... Sorry, one second. I've got to save these pictures. Transfer... Where's my commission folder? Commissions... Choco... So this is a 2-tone 1. And this one is... Turn that off. This one is 2-tone 2. Save this. Yep. And then this is 2-tone 2. Alright. So I'm really quickly gonna save this. I have to log into my Etsy on an incognito tab because I run 2 Etsy stores. Alright, hang on. Let's see. I'm gonna really quickly send these pictures, and once these pictures are sent, we should be able to start the second commission for the night. Which is... He was in the chat earlier, but he's gone to sleep now. Lombi. We've got an emote pack that we need to do for Lombi. Hang on. Okay, so signed in now. Really quickly send these pictures across. Where are they? They're in my commission folder. Transfer, missions. There she is, Choco. Oh, whoops, that's not how this works. Yeah. Oh no, not there. My god, I have so many folders. My partner always laughs at me for how many folders I have, and I'm like, no, I'm just organized. No. I have a lot of folders. Alright, so there's one, and there's the other. And both. That's as much of that commission as we can do today. So now, it's time to close this up. It takes a minute. And now we're gonna open up Clip Studio Paint. So really quick, just as a point of reference for myself, I'm gonna open an emote that I did for somebody else, just so that I can get the dimensions correct. All right, is this a 10 by 10? I think this is 10 by 10. Edit. Oh no, wait, hang on. I haven't like opened the screen for you guys. There you go. I'm just having a look at the canvas size. I'm assuming this is 10 by 10. Oh no, 13.65. What a weird aspect ratio. Okay, well, I guess I can do that. Inches, it was 13.65 for some reason. Alright. So I have a set of 5 emotes that I need to design for Lombi. I have all of my commission, like, to-do stuff written down in my notebook. I don't know if you can hear it. Because I don't have, like, a Trello set up or anything. I never had enough of a backlog to justify having a Trello. But now I have, like, 4 commissions in my log, so I do have a little bit of a backlog at the moment. So we need to do a hug emote, a wave emote, a bonk emote, bonk. I don't know what this one is. I think that's how he spelt it. And a head pat. Those are the 5 that we're working on tonight. You're gonna spend your 21st smoking in the woods? I mean, if that's what you want to do. I don't remember what I did for mine. Actually, I think I literally just went out to dinner. Okay, so I don't know what this, like, second last one that he sent was. The KEWK? Or is it KEKW? I don't remember. I think it's KEKW. I don't know what this is. Oh, this one! Right. I do know what this is. Okay. I just didn't know what it was called. Alright, that makes sense. So I suppose we'll start with the easiest one, which I think is gonna be the head pat. I'm gonna have a look at some inspo. I think I did one for, oh no, I didn't. It was crying, cheer, flustered, smug, and suffering. I have the head pat that I did for, like, my really, really old emotes. I could use that as a point of reference. Transfer art. Emotes. Cats. That could be a starting point as a reference. Okay. So I think I need to, first of all, I need to open VGen. Because I'm just assuming that it was of his character, but it might not be. Emote pack. Okay, cool. It is just of his character. Easy. I can work with this. I drew him as a goob. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this open as a separate thing. I really need 3 monitors when I'm streaming artwork. I don't know why I still try to stream my art with only 2 monitors. Right there. For my 21st, I went to a drag show and did shots. Damn, that sounds awesome. Alright, so I've got the reference picture of Lombi here. And then I'm gonna open on another thing. I'm gonna put this. God, I need like a collage program. I need a program that will just let me put like a bunch of separate images on one file. And then I'm gonna open one more reference picture. There we go. That works. All right, cool. So we're gonna really quickly just kind of can't scale this. This just sucks. Okay, leave that as it is. Open OBS, open reference picture 1, open reference picture 2, and reference picture 3. Easy. All right, now I can finally get started. I'm gonna turn that off for the time being. Let's see. So I kind of want. Do we want ears down or ears up? I think the location of the ears is gonna like make or break the composition of this emote. I think. Because sometimes when the ears are really, really long, you kind of have to, what's it called, like manipulate the shape of the emote itself. Because you want to fill in as much of the square as you can. But sometimes if things stray too far from the body, that can be really difficult to do. So we can try maybe like here on the bottom. Make this nice and huge because he doesn't have any cheek fluff. You can pop this here. Maybe make this higher. Yeah. Keep that there. And then we've got heaps of room for the ears, because the ears can kind of go up like this. It doesn't, I'm losing my words. I'm losing my words. This is why I drink soft drinks when I'm streaming. It helps me focus. Let me try have a sip of water instead. Maybe that'll help. Oh. Okay. So, I swear that Lombi had cheek fluff. Does he have it in the commission that I drew for him? He does. He does have a bit of cheek fluff, but the reference picture that he sent me... The reference picture he sent me for this commission doesn't have any cheek fluff, but I think the reference picture for the other commission he got from me does. How do I see my queue? Oh yeah, completed. Wait, where's the picture that he sent me? Is it details? Yeah. Okay, so in some pictures, Lombi has cheek fluff. In some pictures, he doesn't. So I'm gonna use my own goob that I've drawn of him. Just to keep the commissions that he's gotten from me, at the very least, consistent. Because that's gonna be interesting. You ever had an itch, no matter how long you scratch, the itch never goes away? I've had moving itches before, if that makes sense. So like you're really itchy, you start to scratch it, and then as you start to scratch it, like the place that you're itchy starts moving in real time. That's really annoying. Okay, yeah, that's what it looks like. When I send the drafts over, I'll just tell him, like, some pictures that you've sent me have cheek fluff and some don't, so I mostly used my own goob as a reference.
So he does have a neck though. He definitely has a neck. So we're gonna bring this in a bit. We'll put the neck like here, just for the time being. Little necky wacky. Hair. There's like a curl. Like a curl here. I kind of want to keep it like matted because the hand is gonna be petting. 2, 3. Oops. And then very cute. Very cute. So we should be able to kind of just merge that. For the face, he's got a yellow nose, so I'm not gonna fill the nose in. It's kind of like a... On the goob, it's just a circle, because the goobs are like super simplified, but on the actual design, it looks more like this. Except, you know, smaller. And a little... I think it's upturned, not like downturned like that. It's like... kind of like that. I don't know. It's a weird nose shape. Maybe if I make this a bit more subtle. I also realized I forgot to change the stream title, like who the commission was for. So let's do that really quick. This is... There we go. Real quick. Alright. Reference 1, reference 2, reference 3. So we'll keep... That nose looks super ugly, actually. I'm gonna get rid of that. I want the general shape of the nose to be like here. There we go. Oh, it's a bit too dramatic on this side compared to the other side, but otherwise, I think that's much better. Yeah. Smaller, and then I might also make it a bit, oops. Yep, 3, make it a bit thinner like that. I'll put it right there. I love drawing faces like this. There you go. Nice and chill. I might kind of... Oh, fuck, wrong tool. I might kind of mellow out the curve here a little bit. It goes a little too curled in, too overjoyed. We want it to look nice and relaxed. Now we can kind of move things around. There we go. Now, do we want a smiley face like this? Yeah. Or do we want just like a... I like that. That's sillier. Very cute. We might make this a little bit thinner and a little bit shorter. Oops, a little bit shorter. And tilt it just a little more this way. Perfect. His character doesn't have eyebrows in the reference picture he sent me, but then again, in the other reference picture, he does have eyebrows. And I think eyebrows are going to be really important when it comes to emotes, so I'll give him nice thickums. Kind of like what I did with, yeah, big thickums. There we go. I know this fits the circle, but it doesn't look quite right to me, this bit, when you remove the circle. I'm gonna redo this. Try and make it a bit wider, because maybe that will kind of make it look better. It feels like, I don't know, something about that is not correct. This bit here. Maybe it's how low I let it get. Like, it technically fits the circle, but it makes it look really weird. You know what I think it is? I think it's that the edge of the ear stops here, but the edge of the other ear doesn't stop until here. You see how uneven that is? Okay, let's try this. I can't take up too much space on the sides because the way I do emotes, I put a really thick line on the outside. It does look a bit better. It does look a bit better. I think maybe we shouldn't taper it in as much. We should kind of have it like here, maybe. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oops. What about this? Nah, we had something, and we've lost it just a little bit. Let's try. No, it's still ending too high now. If I want them to be even, then this ear has to wrap up like here. Or, alternatively, that ear wraps up here, which might be better. It is looking better. And we're gonna make this a tad smaller for a couple of reasons. Mostly so I can fit the thick liner on the back, because yeah, see how thick it's gonna get. But I think that will be okay. We can chuck in like his little shoulders right here. Go. And then final little bit will be the hand. So we want the thumb kind of be like here. And then whatever happens to the rest of the hands doesn't really matter after that. I don't want it to be too like butt-like. But at the same time, this is like kind of the palm of the hand, if that makes sense. Like that, kind of. But then in that case, then this bit would kind of be in the front, not in the back. Yeah, that looks alright. At least I think so. We'll have a look in a second. It's cute. I think the hand could probably be bigger. This is better. There we go. Very cute. I think the eyebrow might need to be edited, like this eyebrow here. Actually, I might edit both the eyebrows. Because I think it's really important to have some really, really thick, noticeable eyebrows in the emotes. But I also don't want them clashing too much, because then it can make the emote look really muddy. We put like a... one eyebrow there, and then another eyebrow kind of like down here. That's cute. I like that. Something about the placement of the nose is kind of off though. God, everything about it, like, I'm like, oh, it's cute, but like, something's off. Honestly, I think it's that eye. Oops. And then what I might do is I might also erase this eye. But then we'll just copy paste and flip. And this one can be kind of like scrunkled a little bit. I think that's alright. What I'm gonna do to test it out is I'm gonna really quickly add like the border around. So invert. How much am I expanding by? Expand, oh, only by 5, okay. That's 10 pixels over 15, 20. Let's do 25. I think 25 is thick enough. Only around the outside, just to see. Okay, once you add the border, it's a lot cuter. Alright, so let me really quickly write down. I'm just writing down how much I expanded the selection. It was 25 pixels total. That way it looks uniform on all of the emotes. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Is head pat emote. That's just a really quick... Like, this isn't gonna be the final line art. I'm gonna tell this to Lombi as well, but this is not gonna be the final line art. I'll do a polish up that looks a little more like this without my textured brush. Because this is kind of clean. I could use this, but I really want to touch it up, like, properly. So that's the head pat. So I don't need this reference anymore. I technically don't need this reference anymore either. I just need this one. We're gonna do... What's the, like, the next easiest one to do? Probably a bonk, maybe? Or maybe a hug. Let me have a look at some hug emote references. Because I don't know if he wants, like, arms open, ready to give a hug, or if he wants the emote already giving someone a hug. So I'd need to take a guess. Let's do, you know what? No, let's do a bonk. I think a bonk would be easier to manage. Alright, I've got a reference picture. Let's do this. So, very simple look. For the bonk. Just gonna draw a quick... I don't know why, I like to chicken scratch my circles in, and then just kind of build off that with some looser lines. There we go. Alright, so this time we're gonna have, like, the face, like, down here. Because I kind of want to do, like, a... Right? And then we'll do, like, a little hammer type thing that comes up here. Do, like, some cute little... Kind of like that is the general vibe that I want to go for this one. It makes more sense for the movement if the, sorry, I don't know why my computer is taking so long to do stuff tonight. Okay. It would make more sense for the style for the ears to be down, but for the sake of maximizing the space that we have for the comm, I think I'll put the ear up like that. And I still want the handle to be visible. We can do it like this, because then here we can just write bonk. I think that'll work. That's a good starting point. So we've got just the regular ear, and then thin, thick, and then kind of like reverse, but I kind of want to do it a little differently, like that. And then on this side too, you got thin, thick, and then reversed. You won't see much of the ear, but I'm gonna draw it in, because you will see it, you just won't see much of it. There we go. I am gonna keep the eyes like that, actually, kind of like... They'll be colored in white, just to kind of show, like, the shock that is getting bonked. I think that's a cute idea. And then just open mouth at the bottom. Like that. And then for the hair... What is it? It's like this, and then... Oh, it's shorter, actually. It's like this, and then like that, and then like that, and then like this. Oh, and then like, sorry. Like this. No. Like this, and then like that, I think. Yeah, that's it, exactly. Perfect. So then we got that. And so we can get rid of this bit. Not that it matters, because a good chunk of that is going to be blocked off by this. Put the stick in right there. I have to put in the sketch notes that these little arrow things are going to be yellow. Probably yellow with like some black outlining. There. We can turn that bit off now. You can't see any of his hair now, poor thing. I might pull the hair down actually.
I want waffle fries.
I don't have waffle fries. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave the eyebrows. Because we can, the hair, sorry, because we can do the eyebrows. You can have like a... Oh, this looks so stupid. I love this. I'm not gonna lie. Lombi, if you end up watching the VOD, I'm gonna be so dead ass with you. I'm probably gonna steal this exact pose that I'm designing for you to make my own bonk emote. This is funny. He looks like so shocked. Like, oh no. And then here... What I'm gonna do here, actually, is I'm gonna do it, like, really thick. But then to kind of, like, show off what exactly I'm getting at, I'm gonna erase the middle bit. Maybe it was a smaller eraser. Just to kind of show what I'm thinking of doing with the text. This won't be what the text looks like. There. And then yeah, those will be yellow. We can put something on the hammer if he wants, but we don't have to. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty alright. So now I'm gonna really quickly do what I did with the other one. And expand the outside. I should have done that before I wrote the bonk in, but it's fine. So now this is... We're gonna expand by 25. Oh, whoops, hang on. I gotta invert it first. Invert and then expand by 25. Where do I start? We'll start here. Come on, come on. There we go. This is so funny. He looks so offended that he's been bonked. I love that. Alright, so that's our other one. Does he have a chest design? I don't think he does. I think he's just got stripes on his... I think he's got stripes on his back, so we'll add like 2 stripes there. Alright, we have a head pat and we have a bonk. So far the bonk is my favorite. Really quickly cross out that bonk. Let's do the wave next. The wave is a really easy one. Again, I have a really old one that I did that I could use as reference, but I think I'm going to use this one that I just found. But before we do that, I'm going to go to the bathroom, because I haven't peed all stream, and we've just hit the... Well, we haven't hit the halfway point, actually. We're 10 minutes off the halfway point, because I started late. But that's not the point. The point is, I need to pee. So I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm back. For fuck's sake, Jake. I cannot leave you alone, can I? I can't do it. I'm not allowed to leave you alone. Not even for a moment. God damn it. You know what? I should have expected that. I should have expected it. I don't know why it shocks me every time. It shouldn't. It happens every time. I just suppose that part of me expects you'll forget one day. I don't know. Don't head pat. How dare you? After what you did? After what you fucking did? Alright. Fire aside. I love the visual storytelling that you love to do with my emotes. It's really funny. So my original thought was to just have Lombi right here with like a cute little hand, but I don't know if that'll work out. Let me see what I can do with the ear, because the ear is always going to be the rough bit when doing furry emotes. And you want the hands to be clearly readable as a hand as well. Like without overlapping too much with other things. I think that'll do. I think that'll be alright, and then because it's a furry, we can do some cute little paw pads. I will have a sip of water, thank you. Just give me 1 minute. I want to make sure that this is looking pretty nice. I think if we put it like here, I still want to be able to have room to do the outer border. Okay, so now I can play around, but first, water time. Okay. But first things first, we'll get the hair out of the way. I'm gonna kind of join it as one lock like that, yeah. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah. Nice. I'm trying to think about the Keck one. That one's gonna be a little interesting. I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out. I'm just not sure. I might have to, It's alright. I'll just have a look at some references, see what other people have done, and then see if I can figure out how to get it done from there. Okay. And so, yeah, from here, you'll kind of get, like, the neck, shoulder, neck, shoulder. And then you'll see the tip of the ear right here. Just like that. Oh, completely forgot. The actual paw.
There we go. If I'm really lucky, and I'm able to get some sketches that look really nice for the emotes, then I might have time to also sketch out commission number 3. Like I mentioned, I have 4 commissions in my backlog right now. Actually, what I might do, just to fill in the space, instead of putting the ear there, let's put the ear here. Just to fill out some space. Yeah, and then now I should be able to actually make, oh, maybe not too much bigger, but make the whole thing just a tiny bit bigger. Like that. Because yeah, with the border that'll maximize the space. But now I'm having the same issue that I had with the first emote, which is that the fur looks like it's too close. I don't know why it looks like that. It just does. What about that? Definitely looks better. I think this needs to be pulled out. Okay, FaceTime. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, because I have a couple of pieces in my backlog at the moment. So if I can get all the sketches for the emotes done, then I should also be able to at least start the sketch on commission number 3, because I have 4 in my backlog total, including the one that we were working on earlier. So the more I can get done tonight, the sooner people will be able to get their commissions. Because at the moment, the only time I have to work on commissions is during my art streams. Which is kind of sucky, because the art streams, it's kind of like a dice roll on how productive I'm going to be able to be during the streams. But we'll just see where things go. So far, it's been pretty good. Oh, that was the wrong layer. Bring this in. There we go. Not loving the shape of this nose, but it's what's on the reference sheet, so... It is what it is. Yeah, she had a unique nose as well. This was my favorite one that I did, actually. Why is it broken like this? Why is the crying broken like that? Oh, that's why. There. That was probably my favorite emote of that pack. It looks really fun. And then, like, you zoom out and it's still super eligible what it is. This one was a tricky one to work on. But yeah, very fun. I'm also gonna get rid of this. I think that makes the face look too skinny, you know what I mean? Ooh, who did what? Ah, hello, Kyofi! Is that how I say that? I hope that's how I say that. Welcome to the stream. I'll do this. For the eyes... Furry and an artist, I stay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So I think for the eyes, I did a couple of different shapes for this, for these ones. For just a simple wave, I think we want like we want really big eyes. I think. Because the bigger the eye, the easier it'll be to tell when it's small. We'll do some, like, almost Sonic the Hedgehog styled eyes. Huge. And again, really, really big eyebrows. Eyebrows are the best way to indicate emotes. Like literal emotions, so to speak. Oh, actually, no, wait, before we do that. There we go. Might make them a bit smaller, just a wee bit. There, and then we can make the nose and mouth a bit smaller too. There we go. Yeah, you can tell what that is, I think. What I might do is make the hair foofy and boofier. Looks a little bit flat on the top, you know what I mean? There we go. Just make it that little bit bigger. How cute. How innocent, even. So now I can... Once I add the border, it should really fall into place. I feel like most of my emo designs look really weird, and then you add the border, and it's like, oh, that makes sense. 25. Yeah, that looks better. And then once we blotch in the color, it'll look even better. The bonk is still my favorite one. But I think they're all looking pretty okay. Alright, so that's the wave. I'm gonna try this Keck one. Let me see. Where's my... Oh, here, got it. Let's try this Keck one. Okay, so there's a bunch of different, like, artist interpretations of what this one looks like. What I think we're gonna do is we're gonna make the whole square his face. Right? And then we're gonna... I'm trying to find a good reference picture. Because there's a couple of good ones here. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do... Again, we're gonna have the whole square be the face this time. So... We'll pop the nose down just to get us started. So my current idea is to treat this one the way that I treated this one. So now it's mostly this, like, most of the square is the, what's it called? The emote takes up most of the square, is what I'm trying to say. So we've got a tiny little bit here. Trying to figure out the shape of the mouth. I think it's like this, and then up here. I think it's that. But what I would want to do, actually, is we'll bring this And curve it up more on this side, if that makes sense. I think that'll look better. Oh yeah, that looks better. Put like a little... it looks like it's like a little single tooth, like right here, is what it looks like. This is so stupid. And then for the eyes, I can't quite tell if the eyes are open or closed. I think they're like squinting, so it's kind of like a... The problem with squinting and emotes is you still want the eyes to be like really clearly visible, but because the character's fur is like bright red, I don't think we'll have that problem. Let me copy paste this eye, see if I can wiggle it around. Retransform. There we go. The eyebrows are kind of like... that. I suppose. Kind of, can't quite tell if they're, like, tilted upwards or tilted downwards. I think if we tilt downwards a little bit, that might be better. And then we can add like a little bit of definition, like this will be like the wrinkles in the forehead, kind of like that. I don't know how fine these lines will be allowed to be for the sake of like being able to read the emote, but I think that'll be alright. And we can pop all of this and like up here, so that we can have like the corner of the face, like right there. It looks so dumb. That doesn't look quite right. Let me maybe get rid of the shine, see if that helps. No. It looks fine until I add the eyes, like the actual like eye part of the eye. Also, we might add the little that there. That'll be a bit of cheek fluff. Or even better, we get rid of that. Hear me out, hear me out. Move this. We're gonna tilt it even more. And kind of like the bonk one, where we have like... Thank you. Good timing. And kind of like the bonk one, where we have like bonk written on the emote, we could do like... just to take up space. Maybe... I might do two variants. I might do one with that and one without that. But first I need to figure out the eyes. Let's try and put let's maybe put one of the eyes to the side like this. I think it's the way this eye is tilted that's making it difficult. But I'm trying to have them slanted, you know? So that, so that you can get kind of the essence of the emote across. Because the way I color the eyes, they won't be solid. They'll be done up like these ones are. Did I have a different, I didn't, but they're gonna be done up kind of like this. Gonna have to hit the hay. No worries. Have a good rest of your night. I was gonna say have a good rest of your stream, but you won't. You're leaving. The thing... Thanks, Jake. The thing with the fine lines is I don't think they'll be visible. So what I might do instead is we're gonna remove them for now. And instead of incorporating them into the line work, when I get to it, I'll try and incorporate them into the shading. Maybe we can, like, kind of have some, like, shaded eye bags, if that makes sense, to bring more definition to the eyes. That might be the way to do it. The forehead ones can stay. They're nice and defined, but, the rest of it, not so much. So I'm gonna do 2 versions of this. This one's gonna be like that. And then this one, we won't have the edge of the face there, but instead we'll have... No, it's K-E-K-W is what it is, right? I don't fucking remember. Pop it like right here. And then we'll do the same thing that we did with the bonk. We'll kind of have... There we go. So there's 2 versions of that one. I'll send them both, see which one it ends up being. If it ends up being any, I might end up having to redo that one, but that's okay. And now we're back onto the hug. I'm assuming that this one, he's gonna want, like, the character, like, hugging maybe, like, an anon, like a grayed out character. It could also be that he just wants the arms extended out, like as if offering a hug. I'm not sure which one it is. But we can do one of each, if that makes sense. So we can do, let's see. Sorry, I'm having a look at some references and I'm like playing with my hair at the same time. Should not be doing that. So we could do... So I'm gonna design 2, I think. So the first one is gonna be kind of like this hype emote, actually, in terms of posing, but instead of like confetti, we'll just write like hug question mark on the top. And then the other will be his like avatar like hugging an anon, and I'll just tell him that he can take his pick on which variation of the hug that he wants. So we'll do the first one. But what I want to do with this one is, this is kind of going to be like the center bit. Arms are going to be out like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out like that, like paw. Same on the other side. Really, really big eyes. A bit of a mouth, and then just hug written on the top. I will have a sippy. Just give me a moment. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like only draw like half of this and then like mirror it onto the other side for the sake of simplicity. Let me have that sip real quick. Alright, good stuff. Kind of want it to go upwards, but also not so far up that it takes up the space that the word hug will need. This cheek stuff, you won't see this cheek stuff. The paw is going to be in the way, but I want to draw it in just in case. There we go. this is why we draw things in first, because now I know that I need to either downscale everything or move things in. So I'm gonna start by trying to downscale. I can always play with the scale once I've got like all of the drawing put in, but for now I kind of want to keep it like maximizing the empty space. There you go. There's one. I don't think you'll see any of his stripes on the side, but just in case, I will pop them in. You won't be seeing any of this. Or any of that. Before I merge these layers, I'll just really quickly put in the inner part of the ear, like that. Those can get merged here. I'm gonna keep the eye nice and big and round like that. And then we can do like almost a cross-eyed look. Kind of like the goobs. Like that. We'll see how that looks when you flip it over. Okay. Too wide, first of all. Yeah, definitely too wide. Let's really quickly recenter this. I'm gonna go... Whoops. I'm gonna go in one, and then this one is also gonna go in one. I know the face, like the nose looks really weird. Just 1 second. We're gonna merge these. Trying to think about how to keep the space maximized, but it's not really working out. Unless I draw it the same way I drew this one, which would make it look a bit better. Let's try that. Let's try from here. We'll have him kind of lower down. Because the idea that I'm kind of having is that he's like reaching up for a hug. Originally I wanted the arms like stretched out, but there wasn't like a way that I could feasibly do that without making the piece just that little bit too like horizontal, if that makes sense. Want to keep it as square as we can. Kind of like this, and then yeah, because he's got big ears, the ears can kind of come up. And we could probably make do with putting the word hug on the bottom instead of the top. We pop him like up here, and then like that. And then we can basically just color his like torso in the background. This way we can kind of keep, like we can actually use much of this square space. Whoops. There you go. Alright, sorry chat, I just had to really quickly check on something. And now I'm gonna start doing the hair like this because I want it to kind of curl in one way. Like that. That's very cute. Then now we can have the thin flecky, the big flecky, and then the reverse flecky. That bit there you don't really need to see. This will be where the arm comes in. this a tiny bit. There we go. And then in here is where the fluff will be. So that's okay, that can kind of look like that. I realized I've made a mistake by putting the text down before I had finished like doing the quick sketch. So we're just gonna try and erase the bits of the base sketch on the bottom that we don't need. Just so that when I do the clean line art over the top, it's just that little bit nicer. Okay, kind of like this. And then keep the wide eyes. Actually, no, let's not. Let's keep the kind of eyes that we did for the wave emote. They're still big and they're still kind of round, but they're not like outright circles. Stop, I keep doing that at the wrong time. There, now we can... Oh, fuck, come on, man. It was the one time I was supposed to do it. Okay. Flip. No, there we go, there we go. I keep accidentally pressing the wrong button. Now that I'm not drinking my soft drink, my brain is like turning to mush. The caffeine helps me concentrate, chat. There we go. Actually, no, let's not do a frown. Let's do like a... Very cute. And you might see the other paw, like right there. Alright, so that's one of the ideas. Not my favorite, but it is an idea. Just making sure I got everything selected. There we go. Nice chongus. Come on. There we go. Alright, so that's one of them. The other one that I wanted to do for the hug was kind of like them hugging like a grayed out, like anonymous character, if that makes sense. Trying to think of the best layout for that. I'm thinking maybe if we have Lombi kind of like up in the corner like this. Kind of like here. Then we can do like this is his arm, so to speak. Pop him in there, and then you can have like another circle character like here. Right now it looks like two butts, but just wait. Could put like the person's hands like up here like that. And that would be Lombi, and then this one we would literally maybe just put like a happy face, and it would be like a grayed out person type thing. That way whoever's using it can kind of like project themselves into the emote, if that makes sense. Alright, let's try this. It would cut off a bit of his ear, but honestly, I think that's okay in this instance. Because in this instance, like, getting across that it's a hug is the primary objective, so if tiny bits of the character's, like, design get cut off, I don't think it's the end of the world. This one comes out too far. What did I do? Goofed up is what I did. There we go. There, that's a little better. And then, like, you can have the other ear, which will come in the back like that. Yeah. Go, and then like this bit won't really matter all that much. This will be Lombi's arm. Pretty sure he's got like the spikes all on his arm. I'll do the proper patterning for it in a minute, but for the rough sketches that I send over for approval, all that really needs to be there is like enough to get the point across. If the arms are up like this, then the thumbs would be on the outside. So this person here would have like... just like that. And then we can probably reuse this over here. Just tilt it up a bit. Oops. There, and I might move them. Shut up, storage space. Just kind of like that. Whoops. Didn't mean to move Lombi around. Clean these. There we go. Alright. So, I think now, or we can bring that in. So I think now we just add this in. If we really want to, we can give this grayed out anonymous, like also like give it ears. Or we could also just write anon on its face. I like the idea of also giving it like some sort of ear. Maybe it goes kind of in like that. And move the face a little bit to the side. And then yeah, if we wanted to, we could literally just write anon. We could do the classic Wattpad thing and put like your name on it. That could be really funny. When I send him the sketches, I'll ask him what he wants done with that other person. If this is the one that he chooses, he might choose the other one. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna change how aggressively these are tilted, but other than that, I think I prefer this hug emote way more than the other one. It's got a bit more going on, might be a bit difficult to, you know, kind of make it clearly visible when you downscale it to hell and back, but I think overall this will be much better. I don't know, I really like the your name, I think that's really funny. Never mind, we'll leave it as it is. But, I think that's cute. We might even get rid of the ear and just leave it as your name. But I like this one. So, what I'm gonna do... I kind of want to bring it, like, downwards a bit. But at the same time, I think I'll kind of fuck up once I add the background. Not the background, sorry, the, oh god, my head hurts. This is what happens when I don't have my soft drink chat. The border is what I'm trying to say. The thickened outlines. There. Alright. So there, he's got 2 variations of 2 of his emotes, and then every other one, there's just 1 variation to see if he wants anything changed. So that's good. What I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna open a new file. We're gonna make this one a little bit longer. Let's make this like 27. So the vibe that I'm gonna go for here is I'm gonna put my purple in the background. There. Right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna put a white background. Hurts my eyes, but it's okay. I'm gonna do this. What I'm basically doing right now is trying to get all of the emotes on one image, so that I can show him all of them in one go, as opposed to having to send him a whole bunch of different ones. I can close this one now, by the way. I don't need this anymore. This one is dumb. This one's really dumb. Oh, I don't need that anymore either, actually. Just these 2. Alright, now they're all over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn all these off. Get rid of this white background because I don't need it anymore. I'm going to leave that here. Really, really quickly going to save this into Lombi's folder because I have not saved this yet. Where is Lombi? Here he is. This is emotes. Alright, cool. That's done. Don't need that one anymore. These ones need to be resized. How many have I got? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So as long as I can fit 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, I think it'll be okay. So let's start like up here. There we go. Sorry, we'll go up, down. And then hopefully I'll have space so that I can write down the variations. There we go. Alright, there we go. Can make these just a bit bigger, but not too much bigger because I want to write on the top and the bottom. Alright, cool. So give me white. I could just use the text feature. I don't know why I'm handwriting it, but I am. Is it KW or WK? I always forget. KW. Alright. This is gonna be what I send over. We'll turn this into a PNG. This is emote, sketch. We'll do that, leave that as that. Perfect. Okay, so now, ooh, and we have like a little over an hour left, so I probably can also do the sketch work for the third commission, which will be nice. Then there'll only be one commission that hasn't, that I haven't started working on yet. That would be lovely. So right now I need to open VGen so I can send this over to Lombi, see what he thinks. I think it's here. How do I send photos through? Ah, here. I'm still trying to get the hang of VGen because I do have my commissions open on VGen, but I don't get commissioned through VGen very often. I usually just get commissioned through my DMs. I'm just typing up the things that I can send these to Lumby really quick. Your emotes. There we go. Those have been sent over. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm gonna have a real quick sippy. Okay. Now that that's all been saved, I can tick off some stuff on my little list, because again, my list is, handwritten. And now what I need to do is we're gonna start the third commission, which is actually a piece of fan art that has been commissioned, commissioned of me. So let's go to my usual 7 by 10. That's what I usually use. I also don't know why I was sketching in purple for Lumby's stuff. I always sketch in blue. I don't know why I did purple. But I have in my sketchbook, because I sent some quick mock-ups before this stream,
Just gonna really quickly open these up. Oh, I think I went too far. Here we go. So I have been commissioned to do some chibi work of Garagura, who has graduated recently. I've never... They said it was the classic outfit, so I need to look at some reference pictures. I think... Is the classic... I'm assuming the classic outfit is the shark hoodie. Oh, I spelt the name wrong, that's why. It's so funny, when you Google her name now, she doesn't come up as a VTuber, she comes up as a musical artist, which I think is cute. I think the classic outfit is the hoodie. Okay, yeah, I'm assuming so, because there's a little... She's got a figurine made of her, and the figurine's got the hoodie on, so... Ooh, what was that? Oh, never mind. My phone just went off for no reason. Okay. Have my reference picture. Pop you guys over there, so I can see. So this one... It's supposed to be a chibi piece, so I'm not gonna put too much of my detailing into it. It's also gonna be flat colored. But she's supposed to be kind of like swimming underwater with her trident, is what the vibe was. I forgot to change the title of the stream again. I always forget. I like to put the name of the commissioner in the title. My brain's turning to mush, chat. There we go. There we go. Now that's been done, I can open my references back up. There we go. Try and keep it nice and simple for the time being. Could probably make that a bit smaller because the trident's gonna fit like on the top, but we'll worry about that in a second. Kind of up like this. The pose that we had, she's kind of like, or the pose that we decided on, I kind of want it to be kind of to the side, but not too dramatically, because then I got to change the aspect ratio of the piece again, which is annoying. So she's kind of like here. I can't quite see the body type under the oversized hoodie, so I'm just gonna make it like kind of slender almost, and then when we draw the hoodie over the top it won't even matter. Because she's swimming, I wanted to put this leg in the front and then this leg in the back, kind of like this. And then this hand was supposed to be kind of like free-flowing. We wanted the hand like out like this. I'm gonna have to change the aspect ratio of the piece whether I want it to or not. And then the other arm is kind of going like straight in the air like this. It's a bit long. The hood's gonna cover the shoulder part anyway, so I can just kind of have it up like this. Just like that. Circle, circle, circle. And the trident, I think it's called. My brain. Oh god. I should have just kept my my soft drink out. They wanted the trident like this. I had the head of the tyrant in the sketch facing like this way because that just made sense to me. But they want it on this side, so we'll do it on this side. It's not that wide, but it's very long, so I need to... It's longer than her. What I'm gonna do... It's only slightly longer than her, but it is longer than her, so it's like...
here. It's not very thick either. The line art for this looks really thick because the brush that I'm using is a thick brush, but the trident itself is not that thick. You'd hold it about here. Yes. It's got some like embellishments on the bottom that I'll just pop in really quick. And then... yeah, the aspect ratio of this needs to be changed. That's fine. I can work with this. Change canvas size. Actually, we will keep it that tall. We'll just make it a bit wider on either side. We'll play around with this. And then the face of the trident, again, is not very wide, but it's long. I think it needs to be a bit smaller overall. Yeah. And then maybe just make these pitchforky bits a bit longer, like that. It looks too big for her, but like that's in the reference picture I'm looking at. This is what it is. Maybe if I... kind of... let's downscale it a bit. Let's put it like here, maybe. I think that looks better. I will give her a proper hand. For now, that's just for, like, the sake of knowing where it is. Right there. Now I can play around with the canvas size again. There. Alright. So, I think when she's underwater, the hoodie would come off. Or would she keep the hood on? I think they would want the hoodie to stay on. Which is fine. We can start from there. So it kind of comes... this will be like the outer bit. Comes out like this. And then like it reconnects at the neck. So you see a tiny bit of the neck and then it kind of reconnects in like this. And then on this side, it would kind of come in kind of like that. I feel like you'd see it poke a little bit, at least. There we go. And then you'd have another rim on the outside. Just like this. We'll draw... I think that's where the buckle would be. Actually, no, I think it would be here. Get a little buckle going on. And then she's got teethies on the top. How many teethies? I need to zoom into this picture. Oh, I can't zoom in. Oh, kind of. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teethies on the top. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teethies on the bottom. Okay. We can work with this. I'm gonna do 1 down the middle like this. And then I do 4 on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, whoops, One, two, three, four. That should be 9 teeth. And then here, one, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Very cute. And then the hood is up. It makes her head look really tall, so I might edit the shape. But it starts out kind of thin here, and then it gets really thick at the top. And then it thins out again here. And this is where you get the fin. And then I think there's like 3 gills on either side, like this. There's 2 circles in the middle for the nose, and then you've got 2 like really big eye things. I think this bit needs to come further out. This bit here. Oops. Thought they were all one layer. Bring it like this. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, and then down here, you've got like the classic hoodie type situation. So this kind of comes in like that. Well, actually, we'll do it this way. Right, she's got a cute little undershirt. I think the hoodie actually connects here, so I might make that a bit deeper just to make it connect. And then this bit, you won't really see the end of the hoodie here because it'll be all scrunched up there. It looks like she's got a fishbone dangling from here. I think is what that is. It's really difficult because I can't zoom in onto the reference picture that I have, but I think that's it. And then this is where this figure that we drew flies out the window because the jacket's very like puffy. So I'm gonna kind of puff it out like this. And then there's 2 fins. So it will be one here. And then one here. And then there's like a little fade in like there. I'll keep this here as like an indicator, but it fades from like the dark bluish grey to white at the bottom. And then here she's got really, really big sleeves, which also have a bit of a fade from the grey to white. As for this middle bit here, she's got, I actually really like the design of this jacket. Kind of goes like this, and then out like that. This has got like stitching on it, so there's a big thing of like stitching here, and then there's like an X of stitching back here. And then there's a zipper, I think is what that is. Big triangle zipper. And then this is like 3.5 teeth. So like that's the half, and then 1, 2, 3. And then there's a layer of teeth that kind of overlaps this one, like that. 1, 2, 3, and then this one's like 4.25. 2, 3, 4, yeah. And then all of that inner bit is pink. Okay. I think I have to make this a bit longer. And then by extension make like the whole thing a little bit longer, because she's taller than I thought she was, which is fine. Just make it that tiny bit longer so that I can fit the pockets in. She's got like... one pocket here. Which I think has also got like a fish spine on it. Like right here. It's drawn in white, but like since this is just a sketch, I think that's okay. Let's see if I can cheat this. Yeah, there's another pocket like right here. And I think that looks fine. Oh fuck, hang on. Wasn't supposed to do that. I gotta get rid of this bit first. Okay, okay. Not looking too bad so far. Again, I think I need to make the legs... Oh no, I don't need to, because her knee is like right here. So she will be just a little too short, but it's fine. Because this is a chibi, I don't draw my chibis with feet. But I'm wondering if I still give her shoes, because she's in the water. Wonder if I just leave them as little flesh nubs. Has she got... Did she ever have no shoes? I think she might have always had shoes. Oh no, there's some pictures of her with her shoes like falling off, or like her shoes not on. I'm gonna do no shoes. I'm gonna do no shoes. She's swimming. She shouldn't be wearing shoes. If the commissioner wants me to add the shoes, then I can add the shoes, no worries. But for now, I'm not gonna add them. There we go. She can have some bare chibi nubs. The hands as well. I'm gonna do them on a separate layer. I want to let's turn this off. I want to keep the hands relatively simple, so because again, chibi. I don't like how that looks though. Kind of wanted to have them like fully out, but I think the best idea would be if we put the thumb here, right? Index finger all the way down. Middle, ring, and then like... Oh my god, Pixel Shiva with the raid. Hello! How is everyone? How are you doing? Welcome in! We're having a very chill night tonight. I'm just working on, I think, the third commission that we've started tonight. This one is actually a commissioned piece of Garagura art, and I've never drawn another VTuber before, so this is interesting. I think this will be okay. We can kind of hide, because I think in some of the artwork I've seen, her hands are like mostly hidden by her sleeves, so I think that's fine. Hello, what were you guys up to? Were you guys also doing artwork, or were you guys doing something else tonight? So up here, because originally this bit was on the bottom, which made more sense in terms of how to hold it. So I think I might just put... Ooh, Fantasy Life tonight. I don't think I've ever played Fantasy Life before. we'll just do it like this. 2. Actually, wait. That finger was too thick. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can just like that.
Easy. You were in my recommended, wanted to bring some love, adore the model. Oh, thank you. This is just one of many of my outfits. I don't know why, I always wear this one when I'm doing art streams, but I have a couple different outfits. Just came out early access for people who get that version. Ah, okay, okay. Let me have a quick Google. Let me see what this is about. Oh, I actually don't think I've seen this one before. I'm assuming I'm looking at the correct thing. Fantasy Life 2025. Oh, it looks cute. Assuming this is the right one. The Girl Who Steals Time. Is that the one? I love how simple and chibified the artwork is. That is so cute. I love that. Hang on, give me 1 second. I was saying hello to everybody and I lost my my reference picture. I got it. So I think we're gonna have the sleeve kind of like puffed down a bit like this. So is it like a slice of life game or is it like an RPG type thing? Oh wait, hang on. I totally forgot this. Oh. Thank you so much for the follow, Pixel Shiba. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. But yeah, no, is it more like a slice of life or is it like a fantasy? Well, the title is fantasy, but is it more like an RPG type thing? Also, hello again, Rogue. I'm working on the sketch for your one now because I'm waiting to hear back from Lombi and the other commissioner. Actually, I feel like this will be a bit thinner. Is this kind of have it like here? Because it's kind of like falling, it's going to be more like crumpled up towards the bottom like this. Right, the arm might look a little funky, but it's the ruffling of the sleeve. Oh my god, thank you so much. I can't read that one in the back. Tyson Sirius? Is that how I say that? Thank you so much for the follow. Very sweet. We both said that at the same time. It's both. Life sim RPG feels a lot like Animal Crossing as well. Ooh, I liked Animal Crossing. Very fun. Also, I heard that, but I couldn't see who that was. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Just coming in here and attacking me with follows. I know I said that I probably didn't have to make the legs longer, but I think I will, actually. I know she's supposed to be a chibi, but I don't know, something about the proportion once I drew the hand in felt kind of weird. It's really, really quick. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, still the wrong one. Please let me pick the correct one. Thank you. Pop this, like, here. There we go. Haven't played an Animal Crossing game in a long time, actually. I've been debating going back to Wild World for a hot minute, but, like, I don't have it in me to continue where I left off, but I also don't have it in me to, like, completely reset my town. Gura is short. She is, but, like, because the reference picture I'm looking at, her thing, like, her coat ends here, and then her knee is, like, all the way down here. And I don't want to have it that low, so the way that it's drawn at the moment, her knee is just that little bit higher, like right here. Which I probably should define that a little more, if I'm being honest. We should put this in like this, and then have it come out like that. That and the arm might actually... This arm here could probably do with being a bit shorter. Just to kind of make it look a little more proportionate, I suppose. Like here.
Yeah. And then this arm up here that's gonna be holding the trident, I think it's fine at that length, but I think the ruffling of the clothes is what's making it look longer than it actually is. So I'm hoping that that's fine, because this is gonna... What's gonna happen with this arm? Like, the elbow is, like, here, and it comes in like this. And maybe if we do, like, a... Make this just an oh, sorry, wrong layer. I'm sorry. Just an itty bit shorter, like that. It's also the fact that the hood makes the head look really big, but that's fine. That's supposed to do that. Okay, so now... Oh, yeah. Ooh, sorry. Dropped my stylus. A mess, chat. I'm a fucking mess. Alright, so... I'm gonna lower the opacity of that one. Try and, like, really, really simplify the hair. Because I know there's, like, a big chunk that goes along here. Kinda like this. But I don't really like how that looks. It looks too shaggy. So I think we're gonna bring, like... I know she definitely has, like, this outward curl. Like, that's, like, a core part of what her bangs look like. It looks like full proportion when it's not, which on one hand is funny, but on the other hand isn't on purpose. This hand here. This looks funky because I'm trying to add, like, ruffling to kind of, like, because the sleeve, like, the water's gonna be pulling the sleeve down. Oh, the full thing. Well, I think what I'm gonna end up doing is making the head bigger. Because it is a chibi style. I'm also thinking about the fingers. Because on my... Where's my sheet? I think it's here. I don't know where any of my stuff is anymore. Yeah. This is the kind of the proportion that I'm trying to go for, with, like, the really big head, the stumpy legs and stuff like that. But because I'm looking at a reference picture, I just kind of want to get, like... how it looks proper, and then we're gonna fuck around with the size of, like, the anatomy and stuff. Ooh, what was that? Oh, thank you so much. I can't read that. Where is that? Ascalad? Is that how I say that? That's a cool name. The head bigger would definitely... Yeah, that's what I've got. Trouble with the name, it's all good. Yeah, oh, perfect. I did get it. Alright, so what I'm thinking is she's got, like, really choppy style bangs, but I think I'm gonna kind of put them into, like, 2 chunks like that. I think that's what we're gonna do with these, and I kind of want them flowing outwards like this a bit more. Maybe they should also be shorter. Shorter and thinner, maybe. No, not perspective. We want free transform for a sec. Okay, I think that's fine. I think we just make them thinner. We don't also make them shorter. And then... why is the trident in reverse grip? I'm trying to figure out, like, because the thing that I sent you, the pose that I sent you, I like envisioned her holding it like over her head like this, and the head was on this side. And then you said that you wanted the head on this side, and I'm still trying to figure out like how she would be holding it that way, because if she's holding it reversed, then the hand would also kind of be like, you wouldn't see the fingers. It would kind of look like this. Like finger, 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 and then you'd have a thumb like here. But the problem with doing it that way is, even though technically speaking that would be like, 'cause that would be the way she kind of holds the thing around, it would make her hand look like it's on backwards. Like this. Because the way I had originally, in the sketch I had originally sent you, the idea was that she was holding it above her head, kind of with this like that, so that when she pulled her hand down, then it would look like this really, really quickly. That's just the fingers, and then she would be holding it upright like this, which is why I put the head of it on the opposite side. But now it looks like she's stabbing someone, you know, with the head on this side. Now it looks like she's gonna bring it down, and instead of it being on the top, it's gonna be like on the bottom like this. But trust me, I have been thinking about it. I've also never drawn another VTuber design before, so I'm just kind of trying to plot out like trying to figure out what parts of the design are the most important bits, if that makes sense. So I think we put the bangs like that. I wanna... her face would kind of have to be brought down to like here, which I think is fine. We could make that work the way it is. And then she's got more hair that comes out here, so I think it's gonna peek through the hood like this, but it'll stay like behind the face, if that makes sense. It'll peek through, but it won't protrude that, which means that this bit won't get seen because that's where her hair is. Same with this. I think these can be merged now. Yeah. Now the face is where it gets interesting, because even on, like, because my anthro chibis have really big noses. But when you do chibi human designs, you don't really get a nose. You just get really big eyes. And she doesn't even have a nose, really. She's just got, like, a little... How do they draw it? It's like a little, like this, kind of. I need to make it bigger so I can see. I need to... Actually, I don't even think her nose is visible on her PNG tuber. On her VTuber model. It's so small that you don't even see it, so I don't think it's that big of a deal if it's not there. Get a head off to get some rest. Was lovely to meet you. Happy to have an amazing rest of the stream and a wonderful Monday. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. It was lovely to meet you too. I will have a sippy. Like a little bump. Yeah, but like it's so small that like unless I'm actively looking for it, I don't see it, which I think is really funny. I see it here. Like the lighting is what really makes it visible. It's like a little line like this. And then they use like the actual lighting and shading of the piece to kind of bring stuff down here. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the eyes in, and then I'll decide if I want to put in a nose. So what I think her chibi model's got very... She doesn't have a chibi model from what I know. This is a lolly body type thing. So I think her eyes kind of don't have that roundness to them. It's almost square, kind of like this. Like they're still kind of round, but they have more of a more squarish definition than anything. I'll do it like this. But then I'll just kind of workshop that into how I normally draw eyes. We'll kind of box up the front like this. And give her like almost a winged eye shape without like any of the makeup. I think that's cute. Like that. And then the other side. I was gonna make the other side wider, but I actually don't think it needs to be. I think if we go like this. Now the question is, do we keep it like that, or do we give her like a bit more of a cheeky kind of look? The squinted eyes kind of vibe. Like this. I like that actually, that's very cute. I believe the original description said that they were... I remember the smiling, but I don't remember if we expressed where the eyebrows were gonna go, so let me... She's got really thin eyebrows, but I like to draw really thick eyebrows on my chibis, so we'll play around. I'll do them on a separate layer just in case. Didn't say? Okay, so what I'm thinking is we kind of do like a... almost like a proud kind of look. We kind of furrow the eyebrows so that they look kind of angry. Like this. And then we give her like the really big, like shark kind of toothy, sharp teeth smile. Kind of like this. Oh, hang on. I have to scroll my chat because it won't scroll itself. So we could do like a... Let's try and start from the middle, kind of get like here, and then really nice big kind of like chibi, simplified like teeth. Alright, I kind of fuck with it. But it's not up to me. Let me really quickly get the face bit in. Like that. And we'll put, like, that's gonna be like the little forehead bit, which will be looking kind of up. Could probably put like a little... no, I don't like that. It feels like it needs something there. Ooh, actually, maybe we just do that. We just have like a little bit of, maybe like some blush lines instead of a nose. That could look okay. Alright, I kind of like the thick eyebrows look, but, oh, I just realized I put these all on the same layer. So we're gonna put this one here, and then on this one, let's try some thinner, more like in style with how she looks kind of eyebrows. Okay, I think thin eyebrows also work. I have a personal bias towards the thick eyebrows, but I think that could also work. I really do need to make the head bigger, but I will as soon as we decide on the eyebrows. Actually, I think I can play around with both. I'll turn them both on so that they're both activated. What else is part of the head? This is part of the head, this is part of the head. You feeling the thin eyebrows? Alright, we'll turn the thick ones off. It's time. There. Actually, what I might do first is I'm going to put this bit, which is here, on a separate layer. There, like that, because I don't want the, I don't want me changing the size of the head to fuck with it. I appreciate you working on it this soon. Oh, no worries. The other two commissions I was working on, I'm still yet to hear back from, like, them and what changes and edits they want. So, while I'm waiting, may as well just start working on another one. There. Okay, the bigger... Okay, much bigger head. Much bigger. I think that looks a little better. And then what I'll do is we'll kind of bring the hood back out, kind of like here. This part of the hood, that's fine, because that'll be covered up by the arm anyway. But now we have this. So This is what I was worried about. We can probably straighten this out. Instead of having her, like, have a bent elbow to try and reach it, she just kind of has her arms straight out. And then we can do it like this, because then we can kind of add... Should probably do this here. Now we can kind of, like, ruffle this up a bit more, just to kind of show that the sleeve is kind of, like, falling, so to speak. Does mean we have to change the positioning of the trident, but that's fine. I think this will work out better. You can see the back of that sleeve as well, right there. Nice. Okay. We decided thin eyebrows. I think what I want to do is we're going to bellow this out a bit more. So kind of have it like... out like this, except kind of I don't know how to explain it. I just want it to bellow out more. There we go. Ooh, you won't see actually this bit here will be covered up by the sleeve, but this bit will be where it changes. I think having it bellow out more and bringing it like higher up as a result will create the illusion that her legs are that little bit longer. How's this? I actually think this whole side could be brought out more. This whole side. Like this. And then I'll move the pocket as well to accommodate for that. And actually same with here. I don't know why, it just needs to be poofier. There. And then, yeah, as a result, the pockets can move a little bit more. I think this pocket's supposed to kind of like peek off the corner a bit like that. And then this pocket, we can just move because we can. Right there. Actually, Rogue, while I've got you, do you want... Like, I've not drawn the shoes because I was like, oh, she's underwater. She's not going to be wearing shoes. And so she's just going to have little, like, flesh stubs. But do you want me to draw, like, just, like, a simplified version of her shoes? Or are you okay that she's just kind of barefoot with no toes? That's the part that's getting me, is that she's not going to have any toes. I think this whole thing will be brought up a bit higher. Yeah, because I wasn't sure if, like, I was having a look, and it looks like every single, like, bit of merch and stuff, except for one statue, she's, like, wearing her shoes. So I'm not sure if, like, in her lore, so to speak, she, like, wears shoes underwater. Yeah, now the thing here is I'm gonna have to move this. I'm gonna edit the canvas size again. Just so that I have room to play around. And this is gonna be like kind of... Actually, I can get rid of this whole base layer now. I only need this base layer for the trident. Because I changed the positioning of her hand, it's gonna look a little more like this. Which makes me think, are you sure you want the... Another question. Are you sure you want the spikes of the trident on this side? Because now that I've moved the positioning of the arm, I think it might be more beneficial to have it flipped the other way. Like this. Let me grab all of these. And scoot them over. Closer to the middle. Because that one kind of worked when her arm was up higher. And she like bent it upwards, but now that her arm's kind of straight, in order to accommodate for the bigger head, I think this way might be a bit better. Up to you, of course. I know you said you wanted it facing this way the last time we messaged. So I can try and make this work the way it is. Why is my eraser so small? What happened here? Bigger. So what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna... What's my brush size? Oh, perfect. So we're just gonna... Where's her trident? Technically in the lore she swims in her shoes after she gets her outfit, but I feel like she'd be barefoot. Okay. Easy, easy, easy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this off. Excuse me. Excuse me. There. And I'm gonna try and make this kind of like straight. Close enough. Alright, we'll grab that. So her thing's kind of like thin. Draw them feet so good, Brent is summoned. Oh heavens. Don't say I didn't warn you though. They are gonna be like super chibi, like stubby feet though. And then up here is like a little ring type thing. It's smaller than that even. Like that. I think it's like connected here, but I'm not sure. I can't quite tell. It looks like it is. Looks like it's merged. This is just the sketch though. I can clean the trident up when we actually get to that point. And then up here is kind of like a more round than that. Also not that thick. There you go. Kind of. Oh shit, that rotates the whole thing. Just want to rotate this bit. It is kind of wide though, so I'll leave it there. And then we can connect it back in like this. That looks alright, and then the middle one is literally just straight down the middle. So it's just a little bunk. Another straight line, bunk. But then this bit's taller, so it kind of goes whoop, and then this bit is only like a little bump. There you go. I think I drew that too obviously, if that makes sense. The second bump is like a tiny one, like this. I'll have to play with the shape. Gotta go bathroom? No worries. Alright, so now she's got, it's like a little square. Actually, let me turn the opacity down. So it comes in like this. Actually, no, it doesn't. It comes in upwards like this. Like that. And then comes down here. It's also... Oh, I always pick the wrong tool. Why do I do that? Alright, so this comes up closer, like this. And then the next one, this would be even more dramatic. It's kind of like this. And then she's got one more that kind of mellows itself back out like this. Except it's like closer to the bottom. It's kind of like here. Alright. That's kind of the general gist of the trident. It's got a lot of like textures on it to make it look like how do I explain what that looks like? It kind of looks like a plastic mold filled up with like blue goop. I'm assuming it's supposed to look like iced water type thing, but that's it looks like goop filled up with plastic. Sorry, plastic filled up with goop is what I meant to say. But that's the general vibe of it. I think this needs to be thinner. This middle trident swoop part. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll bring this middle bit also in by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because these bits kind of like flatten out when they connect. I think that's better. Alright, so now that we have that, I think for the feet, instead of doing them like this, I'm just gonna add like just a tiny bit of definition, kind of like this. Like there is a foot there. It's kind of difficult to figure out what my chibi feet is supposed to look like when I draw chibi hands, and they're very similar to just how I regularly draw hands. Because I don't have like regular hands versus chibi hands, I just have hands. But feet are a different story. Kind of want to draw them... Actually, I can bring her upwards a bit. I'll bring the trident and the fake tridents as well. Upwards just a little. There we go. What I want to do is like have the feet kind of almost like that. Like little itty bitty baby foot, you know? But it doesn't look like, you look at how simple the foot is, and then you look at the hand, and you're like, you know? I feel like the level of detail doesn't quite match. Let's try and make all these a bit smaller so I can play with the foot some more. Oh, whoops. I was supposed to include the foot in that. There, just downscale everything. Just a bit. Because on my regulars, see, they're just like little stumpies. The level of detail should match. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know if I make the feet more detailed or I simplify the hands to match like this. I think it might be easier to simplify the hands. Which means that the feet are just gonna be this little... Maybe not that straight. It makes it look like she got block feet. Kind of like this. kind of like give the indication of toes, but then it looks like paws, so let's not do that. Let's see if I can cheat this. Can I use this up here? Well, I might be able to. Pop it like right there. Cute. But the definition of like this leg needs to change, so it's like this and then like that. There. That leg looks swollen, I'm gonna be so honest. Alright, hang on. Turn off the trident. Turn off the fake tridents. Put everything else together. Your leg should not be swollen. We're gonna pop it like here and then here. Okay? That's your knee. Hopefully this looks a little bit better. I think I need to make the foot a bit shorter, but that's fine. I'll let you cook. I'm trying. I'm very tired. It's reached that point of the night. There we go. Hopefully that looks better. It does. It looks a bit better, I think. Thinking of cheating. Fuck! Hi, Skinner. How you doing? You having a good night? Are you having a nice time? I sure hope you are. Front leg looks too low. I don't think the front leg is too low. I think the back leg is too high. So what I'm trying to do is like kind of, oh, for lack of a better word, cheat. With the knee. I think if we pop this here, I'm just playing around at this point. That back leg is fucking me up. See, now this leg looks like it's too long. If we... See, now it looks like the knee is here. And because that's the case, when the leg stretches out... Whoops. When the leg stretches out from the knee, it's still a bit low. Maybe if we put the knee like down a bit and then we move this in. It's starting to take shape, I think. But what I really want to do is have it kind of like up a bit more. Oops. Yeah, I want it to look like the leg is kind of like twisting around the back, if that makes sense. What we could also do is actually take this front leg and the back leg, like both of the legs, front one. Can I stop rotating, please? Pop this one like here, maybe? I think I've made it worse, but we experiment. Yeah, because the actual like torso bit was like here. If that makes sense. That's her knee there. On this front leg, and then the knee on the back leg is there. Yeah, that works, I think. Okay. I think that's it for the legs. If anything, that foot could be a bit longer. As for up here, we're gonna make the fingers just a bit smaller. Just in an attempt to kind of simplify them a little bit. You'll see like just the very, very tips of her fingies. Incoming pup love, what has happened? Wait, hang on, I looked away for too long. Oh my god, Husky Pup. Thank you so much for the raid. What the heck? Hello. Hello everybody. Also, hi Kyra. I'm the real Husky Pup Gaming. Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm currently trying to figure out how to simplify the fingers to match how simple I draw the feet. Thank you so much for all of the following. How are we doing tonight? We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Got through the early stages of a couple of commissions, trying to finish off the sketch for this one before we call it a night. What were you guys up to? Your insides hurt. My poor baby. I'm sorry. Beat Saber. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. I've played Beat Saber a total of like once in my life. Alright, so we're gonna try and simplify this a bit. So we'll put the thumb here, and then we'll have 1, 2... I think the main point of simplification for this hand is just like how detailed the thumb is. So if we round them out like that, maybe make it a bit bigger. Should be considered simple enough now, but we'll see how it matches with the feet. Alternatively, I don't draw fingers, I just draw like a big blob, like circle, but I don't think that would look very good either. Oh, whoops, wrong layer. There we go. I think it's definitely cuter, but it still doesn't quite match with the feet. Love the art style. Oh, thank you. It's a staple that I love. Won the war with the tub, but it got ugly. I'm sorry, what are you talking about now? And yeah, I think Beat Saber is one of those games that, like, I had played before I had gotten used to the idea of, like, VR. And it made me feel a little bit sick. But I've played a couple more VR games since then, so maybe it's time to return. Alright, I know I said I was done with the feet, but I guess I'm a liar. I will have a sippy, thank you very much. Hang on. There. Oh, you said you were going to fight a bathtub with a drain snake. Oh, okay. That's all good, that's all good. So, I think the concept sketch is basically done. The main thing I wanted to figure out was the
I want waffle fries.
Oh no, it's already started. Okay. The main thing I wanted to figure out is the orientation of the trident, because now that I've moved her hand, I don't think, like, they wanted it like this. They wanted the trident facing the bottom, but that worked the way I originally drew the hand, but now that it's positioned like this, I think the better thing to do is to flip it. Adorable sketch. Thank you. I've never drawn another VTuber before, so I was a little bit nervous to take this one on. But I think she's coming out really cute. You wanted to try head... Okay. So this is what it looks like head facing upwards. Sorry, I must have missed that. That's my bad. So I want to kind of push it up a little more. Alright, and then if I play with the canvas size just a tiny bit so that you can see the either end of it. So that's what it would look like if we did it this way. You also wanted to try parallel to the body. Okay, we can do that too. I'll keep this as it is. We'll duplicate this layer. So this will be... I'll just label this 1. We'll turn 1 off. Borrow this. Try and keep it like as straight as we can. Just like that. I think parallel, so like maybe do it like this, right? Like here. And then on this backup layer that we have, we're just gonna, well actually I'm gonna keep the hand, but get rid of all this. Because we're just gonna reposition the hand. Get rid of this. Love the VTuber model. Thank you. It's one of many outfits that I have. I don't know why. I always wear the pink outfit when it's art stream day, but I have a couple of different outfits. What I'm gonna do, actually, what might be a better idea is to put this like this. And then put these two on the same layer. Hang on. I'm figuring it out. I'm cooking. There we go. Keep these on the same layer. So now I can move the trident and the hand. Try maybe like this. Keep the hand nice and straight, or the arm nice and straight, kind of like that. And then with that, you can do it will be coming in like this. I feel, at least. Go. Trying to figure out how her sleeve puffs. I think it puffs like this. And then that's where the grey will fade into the white. Okay, so this bit here would actually kind of... more like that, I feel. And then if we put it like this, then she probably wouldn't be looking up. It would look... Oops. She would look more to the trident. Like this. Whoops. Like this. Not like that. I'm a liar. Like this. I've got this one. I'll label this one 2. Of being in raids, because half the time I don't know who the person, the streamer is. Right? Oh yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun. All right, so this one is gonna be labeled 2. Actually, need to think about someone to raid because you guys got me on the tail end of my own stream. So we're probably gonna raid into someone else. What am I thinking? I think this one is cute. I think I prefer 1. The problem is there's a lot of like dead space here, so we'll probably have to add something here to fill in the dead space. This one, we won't need to fill in dead space. I can just like completely block out this side of the canvas here. Like that. So there's like not as much dead space. Actually with this one I could probably just make this bigger as well. I don't want to make it too much bigger because when I add line variation I'm gonna need extra space. This one can't be made any bigger. Alright, maybe we'll resize. Alright. I'll send you some notes and ideas later. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll send you these sketches that I've got so you can take a little more time to look at them. But for now, I think it is time to end. It's time to keep the raid going. Let's see, where are we gonna go? Who else is doing artwork tonight? Let's see. It doesn't look like there's a lot of people. Oh yeah, no, there's a couple people. Ooh, I actually recognize this person. This is someone that interacts with my TikTok a lot, actually. Let me see. Second raid of the day. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna raid someone named Goblin for Coin. I've never been in their streams before, but they've interacted with my TikTok a lot. And they just happen to be live right now. So, go say hello, or don't. Go chill, go lurk, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. That is where I'm going to be leaving you guys tonight. Thank you everyone who raided. Thank you to everyone who stuck around during the raids. Stay warm, stay cozy, stay toasty. If you sneezed during the stream at all, bless you. And don't be a stranger. We'd love to see you again. Good night, everybody.